Hi, this is Jay with Jay Pryor Consulting. Once again, I'm here to serve you around all things gender nonconforming and transgender and gender dynamics in the workforce. Today I want to point you actually to a Forbes article that my team, we posted this a couple months ago I think, but it's worth revisiting and I hadn't posted it here. So we'll post a link to the article below. But this is a Forbes article and it was written by Marcy Klipfel, who's a senior VP of employee engagement at Business Solver. So first of all, I wanted to thank Marcy for being a great ally and for doing this article because it's brilliant, right? And for you, the thing that's important about this is basically she gives you a roadmap, right? So if you haven't already started with your policies and your procedures, including, the best way to go with this is to include, let's stop saying men and women, just start top down, having your conversations in your companies be focused towards people, right? Because see, when you say men and women, I get left out. But when I say, hey people, guess what? Everyone's included. So she gives you this top down guide, of all the different kind of steps for you to take. So this is great for those of you who are just beginning. If I were you, I'd pull out this Forbes article and walk through her steps, right? So she talks about training in here. She talks about, making sure your paperwork is up to date and gender inclusive and all of those things. So check out the article. Here's the thing I want to point to. One of the very first things she talks about is that because gender identity and gender expression should be included in all your non-discrimination policies, you got to really make sure that you educate top down, right? You don't want your CEO knowing or not knowing that you have inclusive policies, right? You don't want them to be in the dark. You don't want your CEO to be out there having conversations with people and not know that you've changed your policies to make sure to be all inclusive of transgender and gender nonconforming people, right? So you want to make sure that all your management and all your executives are aware, and not just you give it to them in a memo, right? That they actually understand and are in on these conversations around what your policies say and how they're displayed and how they read and all those things, right? Because as a CEO, if I were you, and I got blindsided by this, I didn't know that we were changing, it would not work. And I get sometimes especially in big companies, what the HR director doing and the CEO are doing are way far apart. There's lots of people in between. And that's why she really points out how important it is that upper level management should be aware of all the changes and all the restroom guidelines and all the things that you're putting in place. But nothing else, she basically gives you an outline of all the things, all the boxes to check, right? Remember we talked about checking boxes? She gives you an outline of all the boxes to check. So it's a very comprehensive article in Forbes, and just want to make sure you knew about it, and thank Marcy again for being an ally and for outlining this whole thing for you. And if you have questions about this or you're looking for places to find some of these trainings, obviously we would want to support you in that. So, but if nothing else, get that Forbes article, make sure that you're taking care of all these things in your company. And if you need us or you have questions, just let us know. Hope you're having a powerful day. Thanks for joining us. Bye.